My name is Frankie Rodriguez. I'm born and raised in the greatest city in the world, Chicago. I currently live on the northwest side of Dunning, and I grew up near the Fullerton and Cicero area of Belmont-Cragen. Growing up, my father passed away when I was 8 years old. I have an older sister and a younger brother, and so for many years we were just kind of looking for someone to be that father figure, to play that role of just helping us to grow up and mature. My mother worked very hard, a full-time job to provide for us, take care of the family, take care of the house, cook, clean, and all those things. But we still kind of grew up looking for what was missing in our lives. And around 16, I walked through the doors of ICI for the first time on a Friday night. It was just a fun environment. We got to play basketball, sit through a Bible study. At that point in my life, I felt like we got to play basketball and endure a Bible study. But as we continued to go, when I went to ICI for years, we just got used to the staff. We got used to the lessons. We got familiar with the stories that they were teaching us from the Bible. Eventually, we became just part of the regular crew there. The other ministry that I was a part of was Grip Outreach for Youth. I was a kid in that program all throughout high school, and then about 21, 22 years old, I joined the staff there at Grip Youth. And so I did that for about 4.5 years, helping to run some programs there and get some things off the ground. And then after getting married in 2009, I left Grip in 2010 because we really felt the Lord was calling me to go to ministry school to get trained and equipped, as well as being able to focus my attention on making disciples in our local church. So I went to Fire School of Ministry, Chicago, which is a ministry school planted here in Chicago. There's another campus in North Carolina. And I went to a 2-year program and finished with a diploma of practical theology. And after I graduated, I started teaching at the school. And I also helped to be part of a church plant called Cross Culture Church here in Chicago. So it was a few house churches that we started, and we've been going now for about 2.5 years almost with a few house churches and making disciples, pouring into people, training them up, just loving on folks, doing outreach ministry, things like that. Me and my wife and 2 other couples planted that, and so it's been an exciting journey. Pastoring is not for the faint at heart. If you would have told me when I was 16 that I'd be planting house churches one day, I would have laughed at you. But it's just been amazing to see what God has done over the years and how He's changed my heart to feel and be more like His. In December 2013, I had a dream that I was sitting across the table from my friend. And I heard a voice in the dream, and I knew it was God. And the voice said, "I'll see you in Iraq, April 2015. And I woke up and I told my wife, I feel like God is calling us to go to Iraq. We were nervous, we were scared, we were confused, we felt like we weren't ready, like the time wasn't right. But we knew that He was very specific. He gave us a country, He gave us a month, and He gave us a year. We knew that God had called us, and so we started making plans. We started sharing with our family where we're going, sharing with our church where we're going and what we're going to be doing. So after meeting with a couple of different missions organizations, we felt the Lord was calling us to come up under Kingdom Gospel Mission, which is an organization based there in the Middle East. I've had 2 trips that I've been able to go. Once with my wife, we went together for 2 weeks, and then I went once by myself for 10 days. And it's just been a great time getting to know some of the local believers there. We're just joining their team and supporting the vision they have to build a house of prayer, and where there would be a center there in the region where people could come and seek God. They could pray, they could intercede for revival in the Middle East, where they could learn how to worship and pray and just spend time in His presence, where they could be refreshed and encouraged. The other part of the vision is to start a school of ministry. Many of the local believers that are feeling the call to stay in the region and not leave are wondering what they're going to do now. They feel like they're not equipped. They feel like they don't know what to do outside of just staying alive. And so the ministry school is focused on them, helping them to be equipped to walk with Jesus, to share their faith, to make disciples. And so we've seen so far about 13 students in the school, all of them from the Middle East. And so it's been very exciting. just to see that. And then we also want to plant some local house groups where people can gather together, enjoy the Lord, reach out to their friends and neighbors in their communities. So like I said, we're very excited about what God is doing in the Middle East and can't wait to partner with Him in what He's doing. We desperately need your prayers because we know that we're going to a region where many Christians are afraid to go, but we know that perfect love casts out all fear. And so as we cling to Jesus and look to Him, we know that He will rid us of the fear of saving our own lives for the sake of advancing the kingdom of God.